mainly want to just do a quick one talking about these two leathers. Again, if you didn't see my other video, this is Predator Whiskey. And I'll move a boot around maybe. Let's do this. And this is Predator Orange. And kind of wanted to just show you guys how they look, because there's not, it kind of is not as important, I guess, nowadays, because you can't buy Predator Whiskey. But something I'd always wondered about myself was how does Predator Whiskey and Predator Orange compare? And, you know, in some ways they're similar. Some ways they're a bit different, but they're definitely, you know, you could say siblings. This obviously has that warmer undertone. You really see it on the rough out on the inside with that orange color. You can see inside the shaft. And then this has kind of almost like a, I don't know how to describe it. I was almost saying like walnut look on the rough side. But on the outside with the thick wax, they do have some similar vibes. And depending on the light, it makes it more obvious. You know, if I brighten this up maybe. Let's see if that makes it a little more obvious. Yeah, I don't know. With this light, they look really similar, but they do look different in person. It's definitely interesting. So you know, you get close enough with the Predator Orange, and if I had to pick one of these colors, I would say it's the better color. But this is still a really nice color, and it's different enough. And I obviously spec'd the boot quite a bit different, but you can see, you know, more of that brownish color, I would say, even though it's kind of a not normal brown. And this is very warm, orangey-ish. Obviously, it still has some brown vibe, but it darkens as you wear it and brush it. And this is not going to be the final color. This is 2 days of wear and 2 brushings. And I mentioned this other video, as you brush it more, it basically kind of unifies in color, and the lighter spots kind of go away. The toe vamp area on these really has creased up a bit just from literally 2 days. I think the first time I squatted down with them, got a bunch of creases and they don't really go away, which I was debating about this with some guys on a Discord. Like, is this something to do with these lower toe lasts versus all my 67s that even after squatting, they don't really crease? This kind of just rolls. I don't know. Or is it something with the leather and that was a different clicking? I don't know. But the only 67s I have that have some decent creasing are leathers known to crease, mainly my Dublin pair, which is obviously my oldest pair, but it has a lot of creasing, but Dublin creases, like that's what Dublin does. And then my Wicked and Craig English Bridal Tan. Also, those types of veg tan leathers will crease, but my other ones don't really crease too much. Just minimal creasing, whereas this is pretty significant. So again, I don't know if it's this particular clicking or it's more the last, but that's something else I've noticed. I've worn these way more than 2 times. You know, the sole's already showing a little bit of wear. Some of the stitches, you know, are already gone, and it's still, the vamp looks smooth and clean, shiny, you know, no creasing really at all. And then this pair, which I just said, 2 days of wear, has kind of, I don't know, kind of exceptional creasing for a couple days. Surprising, actually. The heel is very light on this. I think it will darken up. Part of it's just the Predator, but it's just a cool leather. It's hard. It kind of has like this hard feeling from the thick wax, and it's neat, and I'm just glad I got in on this. I like the name, you know. I mentioned in my other video, you know, giving some cheers with some whiskey. Oddly enough, I would say Predator Orange looks more like the color of whiskey than Predator Whiskey, but it's a cool color. So anyway, just a super fast one if you were curious about these colors and how they look the same or don't look the same. Check out the Predator leathers if you haven't, and maybe there'll be another new one. I don't know, I saw Predator cognac, whatever you say, cognac, and it kind of looks like a cooler version of Predator Orange. I'll throw a photo up from, I think, the tannery or some website that sells it. That's a neat color. Maybe Nick's would offer that at some point. All right, guys, cheers.